I sigh and follow her, and then I feel a presence behind me and turn around. Kide. The priest, who was behind me before I knew it, is looking down on me. What? Do you have anything else to say? I back off as I say so. Just as I thought. I don't like him. Maybe we're just incompatible or something, but I can't get myself to like him. If you don't have anything to say, then I'm going. I make my way to the door, trying to escape his stare. As I go, "Rejoice, boy. Your wish will finally come true," the priest says, as if declaring an oracle. Those words aren't those the true feelings I haven't realized yet? What are you saying all of a sudden? You should know, your wish will not come true unless there is a clear evil. Even if it is not something you approve of, a superhero requires a villain to defeat. I feel like everything has turned black. The priest said it. The greatest wish and the ugliest wish I have are the same. Yes, the desire to protect something is at the same time none other than the wish for something to violate it. But there's no way I'd wish for something like that. I don't remember a moment when I've wished for that. Such an insecure wish just means the target ideals are inconsistent. But the priest says, as if to pierce my heart, "Good thing you have an enemy now." No, you do not have to gloss over it. Your worries are right for being human. For a human being. Sorry, dyslexia. I shake off the priest's words and walk to the door. Farewell, Miyashiro. This will be my last warning, but take care on your way home. Your world will change completely from now on. You are now at the point of kill or be killed. You are now a master. As soon as I leave, the pressure of my shoulders is lifted. Certainly, you could say that getting away from the priest helped. Poncho Saber? But Tosaka standing out in her uniform, and the blonde-haired girl with a raincoat standing near, make a strangely well-matched sight that somehow takes the pressure off me. Saber is silent as always. She's looking at me, so it seems she is interested in the decision I made. Let's go. We're going the same way until we get back to town. Tosaka starts walking. Following after her, we leave the church as well. The three of us descend the hill together. We didn't talk much on the way here, but there's even less to talk about now. Even dull as I am, I know why. After what happened at the church, I truly became a master. This is translated very odd. Kind of difficult to read. And that must be the reason Tosaka is walking a little apart from us. I understand that. I understand, but I don't like thinking about Tosaka like that. Tosaka, is your servant okay? Huh? Oh yeah, Richard's okay. Though, it doesn't seem like the damage caused by Saber will heal fast, so I don't think I'll be able to materialize him for a while. Then he's not with you right now? No, he's taking shelter at my house right now. He'll be at a disadvantage if he was attacked by another servant right now. So I'm making him stay at a place of strength. I see. Unlike my house, I'll bet Tosaka's house is well prepared against attacks. A house is like a fortress for a magus. They will not lose as long as they stay there. That must mean enemies will not attack you as long as you stay on your home ground. I see. The boundary field at my house is merely an alarm against intruders, but even having that makes a big difference. Oh yeah, Tosaka. That guy said he was the supervisor of the Holy Grail War. But does he know your servant? He shouldn't. I haven't told him. I see. You guys seem to have a good relationship, so I thought so. Hey, Illya-kun, I'll warn you now. Don't tell anybody your servant's identity. Keep it a secret even from the people you trust, or you'll end up exiting this battle early. What? Do you mean Saber's identity? What? What is... Look at her mouth. What happened? It's like, it's just the, what, her, what? I don't even know. Don't even know. What I mean is, which hero the servant is. No matter how strong someone may be, if you reveal your potential, you'll surely be beaten. It's fine, so have Saber tell you her real name later on. You should understand what I mean then. Though, hang on, you're like this, so it might be better if she didn't tell you. Why? Because you can't keep secrets. You'll be able to keep a secret better if you don't know about it. Hey now, who do you think I am? I can take care of myself. Really? Then do you have anything you're hiding from me? Huh? Anything I'm hiding from you? That's... I say as my face fires up. I don't have a guilty conscience, but well, one would kind of admiring her count... Would kind of admiring her count as something I'm hiding from her? See, I don't know what you're hiding, but it's no good if it shows on your face. You have no other good aspects, so don't worry about it. Then what about you? If you're hiding it from that priest, does that mean you don't trust me? Or him? Kide? Hardly. I'm not crazy enough to trust him. He's a cheat who transferred from the church to the Magic Association without quitting the church. He'd happily sell my information to the other masters. Tosaka says, with annoyance. It seems she really doesn't trust that priest. I'm a bit relieved, but still, her words do seem to hold a bit of affection. Oh, nice sound effects. And we pass the bridge. There's no conversation between us now. The cold winter air and our cold breath. A faint sound of flowing water and the white street lamps that light up that bridge. Small things like that are engraved into my memory. Oddly, I don't think about looking at Tosaka, who's walking next to me. Right now, it seems walking on a bridge at night together like this is more precious than seeing her face. Me, Tosaka, and the girl called Saber I know nothing about. We three walk together without doing much. We reach the intersection that leads to our houses, the place where we must part with Tosaka. We'll part here. I've repaid my debt, and it would be troublesome if we stay together any longer. We should part and become enemies from tomorrow on. She says that so casually. It must be to end the ambiguous position we are in right now. Tosaka starts talking and cuts off suddenly. From that, I realize she did not explain the rules to me out of any sense of obligation. She just supported me, understanding the situation I'm in, and acted fairly. So things are back to normal once the explanations are over. I will just be her target as a master now. But if so, what she said was strange. Tosaka must have meant that it would be difficult to fight if she feels sympathy for me. For Tosaka, everything that happened tonight must have been unnecessary. It would be troublesome if we stay together any longer. If she is going to say something like that, she should have left us alone from the beginning. Tosaka's smart, so she should know that all too well. But still, she set aside all thought of loss or gain and helped me out. So what happened tonight was totally out of good faith. The Tosaka in front of me is too different from how she is at school. Even when I put it nicely, she's sour, cranky, unapproachable, and she's so different that I want to scream out. Man, it feels almost like a fraud. Yet still, Tosaka Rin is just how everyone thought she was. I see. Tosaka, you really are a good person. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I won't go easy on you even if you flatter me. I know that. She won't go easy on me, and that's why she said it'll be a bother if she feels sympathy for me. Thumbnail material. Just saying. I know, but I don't want to be enemies with you if I can help it. I like people like you. Then And that's a face. What? Tosaka falls silent for some reason. I hear Tosaka's house is in the western style district in the opposite direction to my place. Since she's taken care of me until now, I would like to walk her home, but... anyway, just run to the church if your servant ever gets killed. If you do, at least your life will be saved. I won't like it, but still, I'll take that advice. It won't happen, though. However I look at it, I'll die before a saber does. I calmly analyze the situation. Whew. Tosaka reacts strangely once again. After letting out a sigh, she glances at Saber. Watching this character's facial expressions change, just from always going from, like, bewilderment to normal to, like, slightly aggravated, then to just full-on angry, is so great. Alright, I won't give you any more warnings because that'd really be empathy. Just be careful. Even though Saber is strong, it won't matter if her master gets killed. She turns her back and starts walking. But, as if she's seen a ghost, her feet stop dead in their tracks. Tosaka? The instant I call out to her, my left hand throbs in pain. Hey, have you finished talking? A young voice echoes through the night. The voice, like a song, is unmistakably that of a young girl. My vision is drawn to the top of the hill. I don't know when the clouds parted, but a bright moon is now shining in the sky. There. Berserker. My love for you is like a truck. Come with me. A long shadow. There's a strange shape that shouldn't be there here in this pale town of shadow pictures. It's a weird translation, but this is also a good thumbnail. This is cool art anyways. Is she gonna be really psychotic? Berserker! Tosaka mumbles a word I'm not accustomed to hearing. I don't even need to ask. That thing is definitely a servant. And at the same time, an overwhelming sense of death, exceeding even the one in the fire 10 years ago. Kakarot! Kakarot! Good evening, Oni-chan. It's the second time we've met like this. The girl smiles as she says so. This is also good art. Jeez. This game has some really nice art. Just saying, look how, even for like 2004 or whenever this came out, it was so good. That innocence sends a chill down my spine. She doesn't seem that innocent. I mean, no, spine is an understatement. Not just my body, but my mind is frozen as well. That thing is a monster. I'm not staring at it, but its presence makes me unable to move. I understand naturally that I will die in the instant I move even a muscle. It feels like a knife is pushed right against my naked chest. Still, I feel nothing. Probably because there's too little hope of me getting out of this alive. All fears and impatience are drowned by hopelessness, so I don't feel a thing. Berserker! Crap. He's totally on a completely different level. Unlike me, who's paralyzed, Tosaka has the composure to stand ready. But it'll come to nothing. Even though I can only see her back, I can sense the despair she's feeling. Huh? Oh, your servant is taking a rest? That's no fun. I thought I'd kill you both at once. The girl says unhappily as she looks down at us from the top of the hill. We're in an even worse situation now. The girl knows Tosaka is not here. And then the girl bows unsuitably for this situation. Nice to meet you, Reen. I'm Illya. You should work it out. You should work it out if I may. That sentence doesn't make a lot of sense. You should work it out if I make that Elias feel von Einsburn. Einsburn. Tosaka's body moves slightly as she seems to recognize that name. Perhaps she liked Tosaka's reaction as the girl smiles happily and... Then I'll kill you. Go ahead, Berserker. She orders the strange shape behind her as if she's singing. The large body flies through the air. The thing called Berserker comes flying down the whole distance from the top of the hill. Shiro, stay back! Saber runs. Her raincoat comes off, and my vision is blocked for a second. Whoa. Saber runs to Berserker's landing point, and Berserker lands with a huge thud at exactly the same moment. The air trembles. Saber stops Berserker's great sword with her invisible sword. Saber makes a pained face. There, Berserker's gigantic sword flashes like a whirlwind. A great thunderous roar. The crash of steel that almost tears the air results in defeat for Saber. A sliding sound. Even though she blocked Berserker's giant sword, she's driven back along with the sword she used to block it. Gugh. Saber's posture collapses. The lead-colored servant chases after her. The gray figure swings its giant sword as if it's the only thing it knows how to do. Saber doesn't have the time to dodge it and blocks it with her sword. It does matter if Saber's sword is does not matter if Saber's sword is invisible or not. Each of Berserker's attacks is a fatal one that must be blocked with all her might. Therefore, Saber has to stay on the defense. For her, the only chance of victory is to find a means of attack in between Berserker's attacks. But... Sorry, I apologize. I think that's the first time I've ever yawned in one of my videos, and I've made almost 3,000 videos. But, that's only if Berserker leaves an opening. The Black Rock sword is just like a storm. With such a large body, and with such a large sword, and yet Berserker is moving faster than Saber. The attacks he sends out are just smashing swings with no technique to them. But that's enough. If there is overwhelming power and speed, there is no room for technique. Techniques are something humans invented to compensate for their weaknesses. Weaknesses are the things that Giant doesn't have. Run. I murmur with my frozen body. That thing cannot be defeated. Saber will be killed if we go on like this. So, she should run away. It would be easy for her to get away if it were just her. She should know that already. Oh, that's bad. My body is numb, but maybe that's why my mind is so calm. The storm of death that strikes without a pause. Unable to take all the attacks, Saber retreats, and this time, the final blow that cannot be blocked is swung. Oh my god, they destroyed this place. Look. That's insane. It's also really night out now. Saber's body rises. She manages to defend against Saber's giant sword, even in a bad posture. But that's only to avoid a fatal blow. She couldn't brace herself to totally block the giant sword, and the impact blows her away. She falls, her body drawing a big arc. Before she falls on her back, Saber turns in midair and lands on her feet. Ugh. She manages to recover, but red blood is running down her chest. That's how stupid of me. I was forgetting something important. I don't know how much a servant can fight in one day, but this is already her third battle. And on top of that, Saber has the wound in her chest inflicted by Lancer. Saber moves as if to protect her chest. Berserker moves and slashes like a raging wind at the wound and Saber and receives many attacks on its back. Oh. Vel still Eschwund. I don't know what kind of magic it is, but Berserker's body explodes from Tosaka's spell. Judging from the magical energy given out, the magic directly hitting Berserker must be an impact close to that of a high-caliber pistol. But even that is meaningless. Oh, look at this. That looks so cool. He's going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's going to go lift some weights and bump. It doesn't even scratch Berserker's body. He isn't nullifying magic like Saber. It's just that the magic is not doing any damage. What kind of ridiculous body does he have? But Tosaka does not stop casting. But Berserker ignores Tosaka's spell and charges at Saber. God, her eye is... Look, there's blood coming from her eye. That's crazy. That's how hard this fight is going right now. Saber is bleeding from her eye. Saber raises her head in pain. She holds her sword up to still fight. That gets my body to move again. Go! Run, Saber! I yell with all of my might. Hearing that, she faces the enemy she cannot compare to. There is no end to Berserker's attacks. Saber's body sinks every time she blocks a blow, and she slowly approaches her final moment. But still, where in that small frame does she have all that power? Saber doesn't retreat. She blocks the surging waves of the giant sword and tries to drive back Berserker with her willpower. There is no chance of victory. The way she's holding her ground looks bizarre, and she should know she will be defeated if she keeps fighting. Maybe it sensed something in her posture. Alright. That happened. He said that. He was raw. I gotta admit though, for how he looks, this art is so good. The figure, silent up to now, roars. God, there's like a thing around the screen now. A blow impossible to block. The blow that even swings through Saber's blows. The blow that even swings through Saber blows her away. The sound of something falling in the distance. Flesh blood spills out. Fresh blood spills out. In that pool of blood, with a body that should not be able to get back up. Oh! 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 Saber, no! Is this one of those bad endings they talked about? I haven't even done anything. How do you even get a bad ending? She stands up unconsciously. It's as if she is saying I would be killed if she didn't do so. That makes me realize how foolish my choice was. Berserker stops after defeating Saber. Without paying attention to me or Tosaka, it waits for its master's order at the top of the hill. Huh. There's no way you'll be able to beat him. My Berserker is the greatest hero of Greece. Greatest hero of Greece. You must mean... Yes. The one standing here... The one standing there is the devil called... Heracles? I think it's Hercules. Not Heracles. He is the worst monster there is, on a different level from the heroes you guys can summon. The girl who called herself Illya narrows her eyes cheerfully. Those are eyes of joy, about to finish off her enemies. I don't even need to say who the ones getting killed are. Saber will be killed right here. Then what am I going to do? Am I going to fight that monster in her place? God, this art looks so good. I can't do that. Just approaching that thing without being prepared would stop my heart. Kickstop my heart. I run away with Tosaka, save Saber? No, you gotta save Saber. You can't run away with Tosaka. If I run away with Tosaka, Saber's gonna die. Save Saber. I can't abandon someone who needs help. Imiyashiro has chosen to live like that. And most importantly, I can't leave the girl who fought to protect me. Alright, Berserker, she will regenerate, so bring her down in one blow. Berserker resumes his action. I... You... I run with all of my strength. There's no way I can do anything against that monster, so the least I can do is to push Saber away and save her from Berserker's attack. Oh. So much for that? Huh? I fall. Why? I was going to push Saber away, get Saber away from Berserker, and think about what to do after that, so... Why? Why? Why am I on the ground, unable to breathe? I hear shocked voices. First is from Saber, who is right in front of me, and Tosaka is astonished at a distance. And for some reason, Illya, who is looking down at me dumbfounded, is also surprised. Huh? I'm missing my stomach. Oh, well, that'll do it. I'm on the ground. On the asphalt are a small amount of blood compared to the wound. Soft-looking organs, bones, and many things like that. Well, he's fucked. I see. How stupid of me. In short, I didn't make it in time. Yes. It was impossible to push Saber out of the way, so I just shielded her. And my stomach was blown out by that sword. Jeez, I'm ashamed of myself for failing even in a situation like this. I've been working hard to become a superhero, but I keep making mistakes when it really counts. Why? The silver-haired girl asks in a daze, after standing there dumbfounded for a while. That's enough. This is boring. Without finishing off Saber, she calls Berserker back. Reen, I'll kill you if I see you again. The girl leaves. After watching her leave, my vision cuts out.